Welcome to the Ultimate Magic Guide by me. Now, I know a thing or two about magic because I'm Celestiner. I one-tricked my way to Celeste with magic. Now, I know you, yes, you, saw a clip of Magic doing some fuck shit, and now you want this muscle mommy to step all over you and call you a good boy. Because damn it, that's a good enough reason for me too. Anyways, let's check out her kit. Alright, so first things first, let's get into her kit. So her kit, we have Limbo's Might, which is her passive. Basically, essentially, any damage you do will be converted into like an overshield for her, which is probably the best part of her kit, no doubt about it. It's very essential and it's like best key to survivability, without a hands doubt. And you have Demon's Rage, and then the Eldritch Whirl, which come after her Stepping Disc. Magic Slash, which is just like a ranged attack. Umbral Incursion, which is the dash, the famous dash, which you fucking miss. I do every time. Her Stepping Disc, which will make her invincible. You get in some invincibility frames. Talk about that later. And then obviously her ult, which essentially just enhance everything about her kit. So first, let's talk about her main fire. Her main fire, pretty simple, nothing crazy. Main fire does have damage fall off though at a certain range, like this. It does have a little less damage. You get the classic Force Swing. A Force Swing would regularly kill a 275 character, but just because how it is right now, or how far we are, it does not. You can also weave this in melees, which essentially is kind of like a mini animation cancel, which makes this way better. Usually you want to try to weave in these as many as you want. Let's talk about her Stepping Disc. Her Stepping Disc grants invincibility frames. You can either do... it's omnidirectional, so if you go like... if you go forward or diagonal, it'll follow that way whichever you're going. This is good and bad depending on how well you're able to play. I've sometimes fucked it up and fallen over an edge. But with that, you get both either to... Hold on, I'm actually gonna turn on ability cooldown. With that, you get to essentially choose where you go. And after that, either do an Eldritch Whirl, does AoE damage. I think it's about 40. I think it was 40 per hit. Or you can get the Demon, which does a lot of damage. Here. It has a pretty far range too. You brought ice to a sword fight. The Demon is really good against Groot walls, Punisher turrets. It's good at blocking doorways and good at holding chokes. I love to use it if I'm holding down a point, or if I'm holding down, like it's on convoy map, I'll put it like around that, and so people can't stop the convoy. But yeah, and then we have our Magic Slash. The more we charge it up, the more damage it does. It does not have a damage fall off, so it'll do the same amount of damage no matter distance. You can even hit those guys over there and still do a shit ton of damage. Didn't even do that, but yeah, it still does a lot of damage, essentially. Next thing we're going to talk about is her dash. Her dash is really good, but it is also a double-edged fucking sword. There are so many times when you will dash into the enemy. I thought it was a bit further. Or you'll dash into the enemy. Okay, hold on. You'll dash into the enemy and you end up like this, and then you get butt fucked by the entire fucking team. So it is a double-edged sword. It is really good for comboing, but other than that, I use it to combo, I use it to entry, and I also use it to escape. I'll show more of that later. But yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's really good for combos. You brought ice to a sword and we can talk about the combos now. So for combos, a regular combo is C. So for combos, regular combos, I'd recommend. So we can just do primary. Oh, hold on, actually no. You brought ice to a sword fight. So one combo is this. pretty simple. You could weave that in with anything. You have your classic, that's the Magic Slash plus dash. Not too bad to hit. One I like hitting is this one. That's one I really like to hit.
Just a little love tap.
Alright, so one thing I want to point out with the Eldritch Whirl is that it has range to it if you mix it in with the dash. It's kind of hard to learn at first, but it's really easy once you get it done. See, it hits him and him along my way. So it's a good way to build shield, a good way to entry. That's why I like doing it.
You brought ice to a sword fight.
Back with our combos. What else am I missing? That's kind of really it for combos. It's the only main ones I use. But yeah. And then we got her ult. Let's go over her ult real quick. One really nice thing about her ult, everything gets increased damage. The Magic Slash increased damage and less cooldown time. One thing I do want to point out though is the combo you want to go into here for your ult is kind of the same. But essentially, if no healer ult, you're just going into your whirlwinds, your Eldritch Whirl. That's going to be your main one. So you go into your Eldritch Whirl, and then you go into your primary attack, and then you go into the Eldritch Whirl again, so it kind of looks something like this. Here, we'll go over here.
Survive this!
But yeah, you can hit her dash as well. Her dash is a bit harder to do. But I usually save her dash if I'm like I'm going to hit an enemy. Because kind of really all you need is this, and then I'll go into the dash if I see an enemy's low, or I can at least close some distance. One thing though, you will get counter ulted a lot of the time. So let's say you go in and someone counter ults. What I'll immediately do is I'll go into the Magic Slash. And so it's Magic Slash dash, and that'll take care of some people in the support ult. When you're in the support ult, the only supports that will die to this is Cloak and Dagger, Luna if you already bring down her overshield, and Invisible Wound. Those three supports are very vulnerable to the Magic Slash dash and the ult. Alright, so I just pulled this last match I had not too long ago because I just want to do a little review. Now that you guys know the kit, I think it's better that we look into the playstyle of Magic. I think this match is pretty good. There's two playstyles to Magic. There's Brawler Magic, and then there's Dive Magic. You'll be seeing a little bit of both. You'll be seeing more Brawler Magic here, just because since we did have the Venom and the Spider-Man on our team, they kind of did the diving while I had the two healers and the Magneto, so I kind of had to brawl up here. Because Venom and Spider-Man, we're just going to do most of the diving. So you can kind of see it. Here, I'll let it play.
He'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
So here.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
So we'll just let it play.
2, 1.
So entry here, just throw a little, that's a good always do. I put my imp just to go to the Groot walls. You'll see me doing that a lot. Let's see, just trying to brawl out with the tanks here. Brawler Magic, you'll see, is kind of just brawling it out, feeling how the match is going right now. You can peel. I kind of tried to peel here. I was a bit late, but that's okay. So it doesn't go well here, which is fine. We'll go back to. Okay. I'm trying to find where I come back. Okay, go back here. There we go. Yeah, so I come back. We just take a look. You see that there's a Groot wall. Venom's going in. I can only see Spider-Man's going in as well. I try to put the imp down to get rid of the Groot walls. Magik's here. I heal a bit, get her away, get healed. Good healers. I try to push them back a bit, get healed again. Thanks to Magneto, it's really good. So as you see, I'm brawling in front of the tanks. I hear the Magik come by, that's why I looked. You see it, Magik's right there. I let my other teammates deal with her, and then I kind of put pressure on the healers and stuff right now. This would be considered more of a little bit of a dive. So we got double ults. Right now, here you kind of have to play it out. I try and go around to surprise the healers after their ult ends. Right here. See, I distract the healers a bit. My teammate gets the ult. So right now, I'm just trying to battle it out and build up my ults. I tried there to stop the Loki from ulting, maybe get it. So here you'll see me go around, wait till things happen, and I'll pop my ult. And just kind of finish things off here after the Spider-Man ulted. I look around, Loki's gone. I'm like, okay. And then I just finish off this Magik. Do I finish off the Magik? I don't, but we managed to clear up a bunch. The healers are all the way back there. They start pushing back up again. So I'm just kind of brawling it out. I get the Loki, which is really nice. Yeah, when I die next time, I'll talk more about counters and stuff like that. So I leave them to get Spider-Man gets the Magik, so I'm brawling up the tanks again. So I'm just kind of letting the Venom and the Spider-Man dive the enemy team. So I'm just brawling up with these tanks, putting pressure on them. Just because of how the way our team comp is. So it's really not much for me to do there because you already have the Venom and the Spider-Man diving. So they already put the pressure on the back line. And so then the only thing missing from my team is helping the tank take space. And so that's what I'm doing here. My teammates get wiped there, so I just kind of hold off a bit and then run away. You see me use that dash to escape. It's really good. That's why sometimes I save the dash and use it's like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So sometimes it's not going to work out well for you. Let's see here. I start putting pressure. I run away, but we have ults. I try going here. I think I do die here. Yes, I do unfortunately get the loss. You know, I'll talk about counters actually after we and how to deal with them after this match. But so you see me come back. Let's see my Venom ults. Healer's doing good, putting pressure. Our tank is somewhere. So we both ult. One thing I want to say is when both supports ult, like your team and enemy teams, just try to build up your what's it called? Your ults, because it'll be really useful. So you see me run away here because the other one ulted. So I'm just trying to like, I close that off, making sure they only go through there. I run back, I regroup with the healers. Let them take space because they do have advantage right now. I ult to try and retake advantage, and I dive in with these, dive into the Spider-Man and Venom. They ulted out, they played off me, which is really nice. So here I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Take space, bully the tanks. So like when you're on defense, you're most likely gonna be playing a lot of brawler magic. You can play dive Magik, it depends on their comp though. So you see me here just trying to put more pressure. Spider-Man tries to come for me. Hold on, I just wanna highlight this right here. Where's the camera controls? Free camera C. So this right here where I have the imp, I use this a lot, so I'll put the imp right here and then I'll play in this area of its range. So that let's say the Spider-Man hits me, I can just back up into it, and if he tries to come towards me, he'll be caught by my imp. And so you can do this with a lot of players, like I can do with Iron Fist, Wolf, just any characters that feel really aggressive. But I just wanted to show that off real quick. Anyways, let's get back right into what we're looking at. You can see me do it right here, just trying to play around it. Back up, wait for my tank to come back. They did switch to Magik. They did. Oh no, we had a Magik before. So here I go in for a little bit of dive. our supports do ults. And so you can see me and the Spider-Man just putting pressure on the supports. Making sure that they're not healing any of the other guys. I missed my dash, that's okay though. So see me and the Spider-Man get the Loki. Spider-Man tries to come. They're down a healer, which is good. So I come here, just try to put more pressure on the backline. Obviously it doesn't go too well. I managed to get away. Spider-Man tries to chase after me. He hits me, get the hell. And I do what I said before, I pop the imp, and then I just clear him instantly. And then I regroup, try to get my healer. I try to help my healer out. So I'm just, you can, with Magic, you can really fight the tanks a lot. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to put damage on the healers. You'll see me probably pop ult once that thing goes down. Yep. The Inviswoman goes down. So I go for the Inviswoman. She's kind of out of my range right now, so I regroup back. She's already far enough away to where she can't heal. So I try to do as much damage as I can here. I get the mag, borrowing it out with the tanks again. So I'm just still brawling it out. Let's see here. Yeah, like Brawl Magic is all about brawling with the tanks. So something like this is really good. I'm just trying to waste as much time as possible, which is really nice. I take care of this group, which is really good that they don't have many tanks now, so they can't take space. Let's see. Inviswoman, I'm pretty sure this might be an overtime. Yeah. So that was what I would say is really good Brawl Magic. Here, let's skip a bit ahead. Alright, so here, I'll move back here a bit.
Vehicle to its destination. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2. Help get that vehicle.
Alright, so here, I think I do play a little more dive magic. There's a magic on our left side, which I didn't realize. I hear it too, now that I'm watching this back. I don't know, did the team comp require a dive? They had... Actually, no. See, with their team comp, this would have been a good dive because the Magic can assist the Black Panther here. And then since it's these guys, they should be fine. Groot can heal, same with Mag. And Loki's pretty good against divers as well. Against Venom and Spider-Man here. But I would probably be diving as well if I had this team comp. But since I do have, like I said, the Spider-Man and the Venom, I don't really have a need to dive just yet. I do a little bit of diving. And I do take the death here. What was that? 11-14 here. It's not too bad. Wait till I come back. Alright. Let's see. So I see the come in entry. So like I say before, I do put my imp like along the cart here. Let's go to a free cam. I do put my imp along the cart here just to make the back off and build shield. The imp is really good at like making sure people don't take space. So I highly suggest using like that and blocking entryways like I do. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I'm just kind of brawling it out. I do dive into the Loki as he's out of position, and then I do try to commit here and dive with Theranos. I peel back a bit just because they're getting fucked by the Black Panther. And then I brawl up with the tanks and we take care of them. And so I see if I can find one, nothing. And so I'm just kind of waiting back here. I do see this Magic here, and I kind of fight with her for a bit, just to make sure she doesn't try and take space. And so here you'll see me just block this off and then hide behind look. And she does try, and then I do use my dash to get away. And that's how I recommend using the dash if you're not like trying to commit to a dive. Let's see what else we got here. A nice little pick. You see me put that imp there to try to make sure they don't take space. Immediately get away. And we take it here. Yeah, so I'm just kind of protecting the back line right now, making sure everything's good. What else am I doing here? So you can get a little Spider-Man right here, just chilling. So I see our Venom and Doctor Strange is taking space, so I do decide to come help out a bit. I do go to this side. I do try to dive here, but you can see that the storm sees me and then comes and just tries to attack me. So I just walk away. Here, one thing I do want to put as a little tip as well. Just whoops. Here. So you can use this guy. He blocks projectile shots or hit scan shots, so he can take damage as well. And so you can see me use the imp to like block the storm. Here, let me see if I can show it. So you see me come in there. I'm like, oh shit, storm found me. So I get out, I throw the imp, and then I use the imp to block the storm attack. But I just wanted to show that out real quick because I think it's something good to know, because it works to get good against Hela, Hawkeye, and those types of guys. But obviously it's not going to work some of the time, but it's just a good little defense you can hide behind. So let's just get back right into the actual match. Alright, and then I come back around, play an off angle, try to kill as many as I can. I'm just doing a lot of damage here, putting pressure on the back line. I do get the Loki. Sometimes that's all it's about, is just putting pressure on their back line. So you don't have to secure a kill as long as you distract them. I do get the storm there, which is really nice. Let's see, we got the we got everyone there. I think we do. I think that's where the match ends. I do block off that place again just so we can try. You see cloak ult. Try to save it. I do try to focus her a bit here, but I'm like, that's not good. I hear the storm, I immediately get out of there. There's not much I can do. We don't have any ults to counter, so I just kind of wait back here. And I end up playing here for a bit just because my team is very dead right now and scattered, so like our tanks are just coming back. The thing is a counter to Magik, I do want to add. His charge with ground sound, if you guys don't hear, I'm just gonna pause it. The thing's ground slam will essentially just like make any movement abilities or stuff like that just unusable for like a couple seconds. So if you do get hit by that, you kind of are in this dead situation unless you get lucky. So that's what you gotta watch out for the thing. And you can kind of see him counter me a bit here, as I don't play the smartest bit. What am I, 24 and 4? Not bad. I think I do get healing. I get the pick. And I get the pick, and then I try to get out of there. But it wasn't the best, but I did get they did pop their support. I got a healer, so it's not too bad. I kind of got advantage out of that. So I'm on my way back here. Let's see. So my tanks are up there. They're trying to take space. Spider-Man, unfortunately, down to 5 to 6 right now. We do get Groot ulted, and we do double ult, unfortunately. So you see me here, just kind of try to make the most I can out of this little mistake my team did. I think I do die here. Yeah. See, I played in the Invisible Woman thing a bit. I feel like if I didn't do that, I would have maybe got a healer, but that's okay. Same thing with Spider-Man here. Same thing happened to him. He wasn't able to get in. But as I played like 70 hours on Spider-Man as well, so I understand the feeling. So yeah, right here we just regroup because let's see, it's 2 healers dead, 1 DPS, and it's just Venom, and he can just come back quick.
Enemy in front of us.
So yeah, so I have ult, so I'm just kind of waiting for everyone to come back. I go around this way, see what's going on. I do a big blunder here. You can see it. I went for the thing, and I didn't have any abilities because I was on cooldown. And the thing's just really high damage at close range. And like he beats me. Same thing with Thor. So he's not the best person to play like a Magic against. But you can play against him. You just gotta be very careful. You kind of do have to play dive into here, so that's what I do. My teammates do get a good ult here, a healer and a DPS. I try to put pressure on the healers, I block off their way out, and then I just kind of try to go for cleaning here. And we do end up winning right here. So this was mostly Brawl Magic. You did see a bit of dive. Diving's kind of straightforward. I will talk about it here just now. So with dive magic is things you want to get down are like combos are alright. Some like I said, you can use the stepping disc to entry and then use the dash to exit. You can see I did some of that in this thing in the VOD right here. And obviously there's some comps that are hard to play against, but dive magic is usually what first people learn. So, but brawl magic takes some time getting used to. I'm gonna get into some counters now. Just give me a sec. All right, so for counters I do want to talk. Long range characters will counter you. Let's see. Who would I say are good counters to? Obviously, any flying. So Iron Man, Human Torch, where's Storm? They're good counters. They're flyers. They're not too bad. One way to deal with them is obviously the Magic Slash. You can combo them as well. Just a bit harder to hit. Let's see what else. Black Widow, Hela, Hawkeye are really good at countering, because they are long range, and you kind of have to close the gap with them. These people you will have to dive. That's how you counter them. You have to dive them, and sometimes you have to catch them by surprise. You have to play an off angle with characters that shoot long range for these type of engagements. Let's see. One person I'd say, obviously you have Namor, Penny, the big anti-divers in the game. Penny, when you're countering Penny, just go for her nest. So what you do is you'll stepping disc and then put an imp on her nest, let the imp destroy it and get out of there. So just try doing that. Don't try to engage the Penny at all. Try to destroy her nest before you engage at all. That's the one thing I have to say to take care of a Penny. Namor is not too bad, I've actually found. One thing you want to do with Namor is obviously you want to wait till his turrets are done and then you can engage with them. And then obviously once you engage with him, you get him low, he's going to pop into his bubble. Magic Slash, after you get into the bubble, just fully charge the Magic Slash, because by the time your Magic Slash is fully charged and ready to release, he's going to be popped out of his bubble and you'll be able to just get the knockout on him. Oh my god. Now these three characters are big counters to Magic. Star-Lord, The Thing, and Thor. Thor, I've tried to go up against. You will always lose most of the time unless you have like a healer or another DPS. You just can't 1v1 with Thor. And so usually when Thor's on the field, I'll usually go into dive magic and just dive their backline. That's what I found to be most useful if they have a Thor on the other team. The Thing, same thing with Thor, because the thing is that ground stab just does so much damage close up. It's just not, like I said, just go dive magic. Star-Lord's probably the biggest counter to Magic, just because he can fly and he's very evasive, and his ult, you can't do anything against his ult. He's at the hide. Honestly, when there's a Star-Lord, you just kind of have to hope your team is competent enough to deal with him. But yeah, Star-Lord, The Thing, and Thor are pretty big counters, I find. You may think things like Wolf, Bucky, and the Punisher, they're not too bad to deal with. Like the Punisher, his shotgun's terrible to deal with, but how you kind of have to play around with him in that. When he's in his turret, just put imp. The imp will kill him immediately. Bucky, it's kind of the same thing. The only thing that sucks, if he gets you with this hook, then he kind of win the fight. But if he misses, then it's kind of an even fight. And most of the time, it's kind of hard to land the hook unless you're playing against a really good Bucky. Who else here? That's kind of really it for counters. But yeah, that's the match guide. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have anything you want to say, check out my Twitch. I play every Wednesday and Sundays. I'm a uni student right now, but as soon as I'm done this semester, I'll be uploading more. Yeah, that's kind of really. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'll answer them in the comments. Please. I want to build the community. Please. But anyways, yeah. Have fun with Magic.